just realized something.
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, while I've got you, what's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term. I'm assuming you know where it leads?
My gut says to a bridge.
Hoodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Alvin always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
Like the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge? Nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say, yet the intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
Hey, so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? Maybe best to reel it back.
Good point. I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall!
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alpin's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Always good to be back in familiar territory. Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey! Yay!
All right. I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Hey.
Hey! Yes!
Right.
Sure.
don't believe this! Ah!
Okay! Great! Good.
Nice! Ah!
But this is...
Wow. This is...
Yes!
Oh!
amazing!
Nice work. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yes!
We finally made it.
Hey.
Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
We finally made it. Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from him.
Yeah!
Hey.
Uh-huh. Yeah!
Just great.
I guess... Thanks.
All right.
All right.
I guess.
Whew.
Got it.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Not much longer to go.
Come on.
Let's do this together, Abby.
We're in good form.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law. You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Oh, man. I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Is it hot? Just bash it out again. Annihilation! By the power of flame!
Hit a word! I'll smash you! I'm just getting started!
Explosion! Illuminate the
Through! Crumble! Rising Viper! The enemy will
outstanding form. You'll soon see about that.
You're mine!
I can handle it.
Yes, awesome! Oh, now we're talking!
Now or never.
I'm nearly done for. Eat this!
Here goes! Piercing orb!
Chocolate strike!
Freeze laser! In here!
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch! Tempest
Dragon Shell!
Alright!
Take Blue!
Eat dirt!
Eternal devastation! Evil assault!
This one's mine!
Let's tear him up!
Let me show you what my... Lightning
Here,
orb!
first strike!
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Okay, here I go. Take this!
Scissor blade! Illuminate the dark! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Chocolate strike! Eternal devastation! Rising Wyvern! You picked the wrong fight!
Dwindle! There you go!
Severing
Don't
Wind!
let up!
Ready and Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Hurricane!
You're on! Chocolate strike!
Won't
save you!
Do you require
A wailing beauty of lightning! Not in your dreams!
Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the wind!
Rising Blade!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Here I come!
Blade spear! Pierce the evil!
No further!
Freeze!
Crush!
In here!
Rising Gale! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Crush! You're finished!
Lightning orb!
Eternal assault!
Up and at 'em!
Kick!
Let's go!
Crush!
Time malevolence!
Eternal
Magic is
devastation!
there! Here, let me help!
It's on!
Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
Ignite! Death Blossom! Sonic
Magic is
Thrust!
there! In here!
Chocolate!
Overwhelm!
Save you!
We're good to go!
Eat this!
Here goes!
Inferno
Don't
Punch!
mind if I do!
Death Blossom! Wind!
Just wait!
Hurricane Strike! No further! You're mine!
Here! That'll
bring you down.
Chocolate Flash!
I'm going to use all the power of my
Chocolate Flash! Eagle Assault! Dazzle! This one's all mine! Eagle Fly! What's
Hear my
this?
call.
Eternal Devastation! Not today!
Raging storm!
Sonic Thrust!
Rolling
Chocolate Flash! Shattering the pieces! Sonic Thrust!
Razor Cyclone! Here goes!
Burning!
Not on my watch!
Talon Storm!
It's weakened!
Crush! This ends
Freedom!
now!
Hurricane! Alright!
Eagle Fly! Eternal Devastation!
In a bind!
Lunar Roundup!
Illuminate the dark! Come forward!
I can do this all day! Lunar Roundup! I'll
There you go! Wind Accelerator!
Now in the crush! Rising Wyvern! Take this! Okay! I'll finish you here and now!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Air through the power! Finish without a
Chocolate Fly! Eagle Fly!
Nothing gets by me.
Stay away from my...
I still got the fight left in me.
Where are you going?
I hope this thing is medically
I'm going to use
Chocolate
all
Flash!
the power of my
Sonic
mind.
Thrust! Get out of this! Pierce through! Lightning Thrust! Here I come!
I can't heal you forever.
Okay. Talon Storm!
I'll bring you back from the
Eternal Devastation! I can carve...
The best medicine is the
Eternal Devastation! Here I come! Chocolate Flash! All feeling here and now! It's on! Feature! There you go! I feel like me! Eternal Devastation! Here! Prepare to be sealed! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! Raging Corruption!
Take this!
Too much to handle? Alright!
Denied!
It's showtime!
I'm not done!
Mad ready!
Chocolate Flash!
I won't get... They're not kidding around!
Its armor's too strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest!
Chinese supernova! In your dreams! Oh, violent darting wind! Magic is there!
Chocolate Flash!
This'll come in handy!
Is this it?
Thunder Blast!
Not done yet! Take this! Talon Hurricane! Watch it! Crush! Watch it!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
I'll let you all down.
Here's a healing art!
No further!
First aid! I'll bring you back from
Eternal
Death's Abyss.
Devastation!
I'll bring you... back from Death's Abyss!
That did it! Crush!
Resuscitation!
Take this!
What's it?
You'll pay for that!
That's gonna smart.
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Illuminate the dark! One more!
Dazzle!
Holy Sliver!
You're mine!
Holy Land! Can't be happening. Heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of lightning! Sleep now.
You picked the wrong fight!
More for the
Pierce
stockpile!
through!
Far beyond the darkest
Benediction
sky,
light.
I call upon the throne!
Try harder!
Grant me the strength to march on!
Light up the dark!
Lionheart! Chakra Flash! Take this!
Another incantation ruined! That looks bad.
Wait about this, people.
Try harder!
This'll come in handy.
Heal!
Hold on to your heart. Here I come! Photon going for malevolence! Magic is there! Free
Guardian Field. All
Take
right,
this!
let me at him.
Regenerate!
Appreciate the help.
Thank you for that. Just let
All disasters made
It's
one!
on!
Let's
Come
get back
forth and
into
heal
it.
its security!
Burn
I
it!
let my guard down.
Shockwave Flash! Shockwave Flash! Crush! Shockwave Flash!
Illuminate the shop!
Shockwave Flash! Crush!
Radiant! I'm...
Eternal Devastation! Crush! Crush! Eternal Devastation! Rising Wyvern! No! It can't end here!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renin and Danin are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a Zoogle or not.
This realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard! I never thought about this until now, Alphen. But doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Are you doing this on purpose?
Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Right.
Sax Leo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Shh! Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this!
Oh.
Just great.
Cheers!
Cheers! What? Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Never. Why?
Wait. Something's wrong.
I couldn't catch it. I'll always be alone. How could I... Oh, please. I'm so lonely.
Oh no. This is just like what happened before.
Alphen!
I'm alone. I'm all alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. I've got it!
Alphen?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, don't give up.
We'll fight this together! Xion!
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen. Seriously.
Feeling better now, Xion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Yes.
Excuse me! Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, he's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Hey, Alphen, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.